Right. You know how I work, don't you? I just give you what and who I get and whatever, and we just see how it goes. But I do know there's a male coming forward for you. Strong presence in your life. Very strong. I'm going to say dad link.
Yeah.
Because I feel it's like a dad, because it's like one of them sort of people who put his wings of steel around you, and it's like, nah, you're not getting to my kids.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I know I've done you a reading before, but as I say, I don't know what I've had before. Because your face looks familiar, so I don't know what I've had before. Right. What have you come through for? You can't just stand there looking at me. It's drawn me to somebody on the earth plane who's connected with you, and it's the lower level, so I'm presuming it's either your child or niece or nephew or something. And I feel as though this particular child is struggling a little bit. I don't know if it's something going on at school. I don't know if it's something going on at home that they're struggling with. I don't know, unless it's just them struggling in general. But I have to bring you to it, okay? I do feel it's a little boy. All right?
Yeah.
It's nothing bad, but I need to give you it because he's acknowledging it, okay? Right. Well, if you give me a name, it might... I swear to God. He's a character because he said, you don't have to call me by my Sunday name. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you give me a name, I'd probably know what it is then. And he's like, twat. Come a bit closer, and then I've got you. Come a bit closer. God. It's like a bill. Does a bill sound for like a bill? Bill.
Yeah.
So his name's William then?
Yeah.
So I don't need to call him by his Sunday name, apparently?
No.
Oh.
He never used to get called by William. It was always Bill or Billy. Always. Everyone knew him as Bill or Billy.
That'll be it then. I feel as though... It was just where you said you don't need to call me by my Sunday name, and I'm like... Well, what's your friggin' name?
You don't even know your Sunday name.
I don't even know what your Sunday name is. Gosh. Right, so he's acknowledged who he is. And he's also drawn me to a name, and he's acknowledging a photograph I've got of one of my children. And it's a girl, and my girl is called Georgia.
Yeah.
So I'm acknowledging a Georgia. I know it's not my Georgia he's acknowledging. Nobody'd want to acknowledge Georgia, but I'm just... Bless her. I can't get now through for my kids, you see. It's awful. But he's definitely acknowledging a Georgia because I'm drawn to my Georgia. So I have to give you that. Right, what else are you giving me? Right, I'm presuming this is a memory, right? Because the only reason I'm saying this is because these days we don't have what's known as paper catalogues, do we? Right?
No.
But it's giving me a memory, and I'm presuming it could be you. And I feel as though there's some young girl sat there and they're going through this catalogue and they're circling what they want. Now, I don't know if it's like a case catalogue. I don't know if it's an Argos catalogue. I don't know what it is, but I just know it's a catalogue, right? And he's giving me that used to circle what you wanted.
Yeah, we used to do that at Christmas.
And I feel as though somebody has actually spoke about this recently, and this is why he's bringing it to attention, giving you a memory of it. Because it's like somebody's circling. So I need to give you it. My God, the stuff they give me, honestly. I also I need to tell you as well from him that you need to stop questioning your ability. Because I feel as though you question your ability in everything you do. Now, a lot of us do. I mean, God, it's a normal thing. I mean, you get up every day, don't you? And you think, am I really awake? Am I really facing today? But I also understand from a parental point of view what it's like when you've got children and you think, God, have I done that right? But I feel as though you sometimes overthink situations involving your kids when you know deep down you've done it right, but then you torment yourself.
Yeah.
Because he's acknowledging this and saying, bloody stop it. That's what his words were, bloody stop it. Right. I'm also feeling with him as though, now, I don't know if he's got a resting place or not. What I do feel as though is he hasn't got a gravestone. So to me, he could have been cremated.
Yeah.
But I feel as though there's still some of his ashes about.
Yeah.
And I feel as though there's decisions about what shall we do, and are we going to have jewellery, and are we going to do this, and are we going to do that, and blah,
Yeah.
de blah. And he's saying, will you just make a decision, basically?
Right.
Because he didn't like it being trapped. He feels like you're just keeping hold of him for excuses, and you don't need to, because he's always with you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's straight to the point, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'd have got on so well with him. I would. I'd have
He
sat.
doesn't beat around the bush at
No,
all.
I'd have sat there with him, me, and told him everything. I would. I'd have just sat there and said, she's just called you this, and watched him go, me. I would, because I'm a cow. Right. What else are you telling me? Now, do you know why the month of July is relevant to this gentleman? It's either birthday or memoriam or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel as though I need to tell you that he knows it hasn't been too long.
Yeah.
But make it happy.
Make it happy.
Make it happy. Basically, what he's telling me is he wants you to have this day where you think of him, but think of happy things rather than be upset he's no longer here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because it is crap. I know it is on anniversaries and birthdays. It is. We always remember when, you know. But he's just that sort of person, I think, that if it was him here and somebody else had gone to spirit, he'd have still missed him and mourned him, but he'd have still talked about them in a nice way, in a good way, in a happy way, and memories and funny things. That's just how I feel about him. That's why he's saying this.
Yeah.
Right. Did your dad take things to bits and build them back up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because he's doing my head in, right? Because I've got my Hoover plugged in just over there. Because when I've done your reading, I'm going to put some of that carpet stuff down, leave it an hour, then I'm going to do it, right?
Yeah.
And I can sense him trying to get under the Hoover to do something with it and then stand it back up. It's like he's giving me this thing he wants to piss about my Hoover, and I'm like, no, because it's the only one I have that works. And I just feel like he'd go around and he'd take things to bits and then he'd put them back together. Or he'd build something out of nothing. It's just that sort of person to do it. But then when I've said he's built something out of nothing, he's turned round, laughed and said, yeah, well, them bloody buggers still make something out of nothing.
Okay.
So I'm asking him what that means, because I think he's a bit of a sarcastic sod, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
So what does that mean? Drama, he says. Bloody drama.
Yeah.
He says bloody drama, making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like he's just going to go around my house now and look at stuff that he can build, and I'm like, no, get off.
Anything that needs tweaking, he'll be there.
Oh God, yeah. Behind me, I've got two acoustic guitars, right? One of them's got a broken string. And his energy is behind me at the minute trying to work out if he can fix my string, which he can't.
Yeah.
But his energy's there trying to do it, and I'm like, please leave my instruments alone. I'm saying, what I'm going to say...
Anything broke, he'd have to fix it there and then.
Yeah.
Anything broke, he'd have to fix it there and then, like...
He couldn't leave it. He couldn't leave it, but he's also a man with his hand in a lot of pies, isn't he?
Mm.
He knows a lot of people, and he knows a lot of different things, and he could get his hands on virtually anything. That's all I'm allowed to say on that subject as well. Right. Well, you started it, so now give me something else then, and we'll talk about something else. Right. He says he didn't mean to squash your feet. Have you felt something sat on your bed near your feet? Because I feel as though you've been in bed and you've moved your feet. You know, like when we're in bed and we find them cool spots for our feet, don't we, and everything. And if anybody touches my feet in bed, I'm like, nah, you'll get to your side, which is out next door. Because I like a full bed because I'm a greedy cow. But I feel as though with him, he's sat on your bed spiritually and you've moved, possibly in your sleep, and you couldn't move your feet across and wondered what it was.
Oh, right, okay.
And he's telling me, I'm sorry if you think I've squashed your feet.
Okay.
But I do feel as though he sits on your bed quite regularly.
Okay.
But he also sits on the grandkids as well. So he goes to see the grandkids as well quite a lot. Has somebody got a staffy?
Not that I know of.
Just bear with me. Because I know this is a staffy, definitely a staffy dog. And I'm buzzing with myself because I've actually identified the breed. So I know this
well
is...
done, you.
Yeah, I know this is a staffy dog. And I feel as though it's like a brindle type of colour. And it's got a really waggy tail. Because he's giving me this dog. So I don't know if he's had a dog like that. If anybody around him or you know of anybody. But he's giving me this dog. So I need to give you that. Remember, as I say, I've said it. You'll be able to listen back to it.
Mm.
You never know. You might come up on one. You might come across one that needs a home or something. Somebody might. But I feel as though there's like
not living here.
I feel as though there's like, it's definitely like a staffy dog and it's like a brindley type of colour. And I feel as though I need to give you it.
Okay.
Okay. I also feel with you at the minute, you feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall with a certain situation that's going on in your life. It's like this is just an hypothetical situation, right?
Right.
It's like somebody will come to you and they'll have a whinge about everyday life and I don't know what to do about this and I don't know what to do about that and blah, blah, blah. And you give them advice and everything's absolutely wonderful. And they put their crap on you and you take their crap and then they go home and do the total opposite to what you're doing. That's what you're saying.
Okay.
And I feel as though this is going on with you. I'm not saying it's that sort of situation, but I feel as though you're banging your head in a situation. Again, if you can't place it at the minute, you'll be able to listen back. It might come to you. I also feel there's a change because I feel the change.
Right.
And I don't know if it's a move. I don't know if it's some kind of job move. I don't know, but I feel some kind of change is coming for the better.
Right.
So I don't know if you've questioned this change, but I feel as though I need to give you it for the better. All right?
Right.
Right. What else you giving me? Did your dad have false teeth?
Yeah.
Because he's doing my head in with mine.
Yeah.
And I feel as though he used to pull them or suck them or do something with his teeth, pop them out and pop them back in, didn't he? Because he's trying to do it with mine and he's laughing. And I'm like, that, no. He's a bugger, isn't he? He's an absolute bugger. But I do know he has got family with him up there, but I do know he's also got a friend with him.
Right.
Now, I don't know if the friend's died before him or after him or whatever, but I do know he's got a friend up there because years and years and years ago he's telling me that when he was a spring chicken, they used to have a drink together sometimes and they'd talk about things that were in the paper. You know, like years ago you used to sit in a pub. Them days when you could smoke in a pub. It was them days. So it's quite a long time ago, but I feel as though he's got a friend up there who he sees as well. Right. I also feel he wants to say sorry. Because it's like there was so much he wanted to say to all of you. But being the kind of character he was, he wasn't very forthcoming in showing his emotions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But as he says, just because... Say it again. Sorry for your issues with my energy. Just because he didn't show the emotion didn't mean to say he thought any different. Because he says it's like, I feel I need to apologise because I didn't show him just what they all meant to me. But then it's like he shouldn't have had to because you should have known anyway.
Yeah.
He has an answer for everything, doesn't he, this chap? It's like, you say something and then he gives you something back and it's like, come on, mate, I'm in a fiery mood and all today, so come on, let's have you. Right. Right, why are you acknowledging? Do you know who Harry is? I have to acknowledge a Harry. I feel as though Harry deserves some kind of acknowledgement. I don't know who Harry is, but I have to acknowledge a Harry.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know who a Julie is? I need to acknowledge a Julie. I've got a Harry and a Julie. Say that again, please. Say that again, because I can't quite get it. I can't quite get it. It could be a Darren, but I'm not sure. It's on them lines of like a Dara. I don't know. I can't quite get that last one. Sorry, I can't. But I have asked him to come closer, but he wouldn't give me any more. Right. Is Harry a laid-back character?
Yeah.
Because every time he's saying Harry, it's like, Harry. Oh, Harry. I feel like he's just so chilled and laid back. I do, and it's mad, but it is. That's always making me feel like Harry's so chilled and laid back. Right. Did your dad like a bet on the horses? No.
Not really.
It's fine, because he's giving me horses and betting slips and stuff, and I'm trying to work out why. That's fine if you didn't. Why are you giving me that? Right. I feel as though there's going to be a horse that's going to be racing, right? He's an idiot, and he's an absolute idiot. You know what's coming, don't you? There's a horse that's going to be racing, and it's going to have a name that's significant, and he wants you to put £1 on it.
Okay.
So I've just said to him in my mind's eye, I've just said, so you're going to make your daughter rich then? He said, I can give her advice, but I can't promise miracles.
The last time we had a reading, he told me to put a horse on. And on the day we had the reading, we put a horse on. There was me, my partner, and my brother all put a horse on. And it had William in it or something. And the horse didn't even run. But we were laughing about it. I said, he didn't want us to put it on to win. He put it on for a laugh for him. Yeah. It was more of a joke for him on us.
Was it me that said it, or was it somebody else?
No, you.
Me. See, I can't remember. Yeah. I just know that he's gone to the horses and I have to tell you to put an horse on. So I don't know what I've said and what I haven't.
That's why I'm chuckling more, because it happened last time and it's going to happen again. We're going to put the horse on. It's not going to win, or it's not going to race or something, and he's just going to sit and laugh.
Yeah.
And we chuckled about it all day and was like, he's going to be absolute keeled over, laughing his head off that we took his advice.
Yeah. The thing about him is, the feeling I get is he's quite happy to give advice, isn't he? Right?
Yeah.
But when the advice doesn't work out or something, not to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's quite happy to put his opinion in, but when his opinion doesn't go anywhere, then it's like, no, that's not to do with me. No. I didn't tell you to do that. That's just the feeling I get from him. But he's a lovely man, a lovely character, but that's the feeling I get from him. Right. I can smell vinegar. And I don't know why. I'm asking why I can smell vinegar, and it's like he's just giving me a smell. I've asked him to give me something to give to you that he liked. Now, this could be another joke because he sounds like a character, but I can, you know, like when you go past a fish shop, right, and you're absolutely starving and you can smell that vinegar in that fish shop, and it's like, here, mate, I can't have that. Slimming World won't let me. And it's like he's giving you it, but knowing you can't have it. And that's what I've got. I've got like vinegary type of smell. Unless it's crisps, I don't know. I smell vinegar. I'm starving now, you ass. Bless him. God.
Couldn't knack a fish and chips.
Oh, yeah. I could, and I'm trying to be good and everything, and he's just winding me now. Now he's giving me mushy peas to go with it. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, definitely after a chippy, and
Nah. What's he like? Right. Did he... You know, I don't know if this is a memory or if it's something you lot have done since he's passed over, because I've only got a little bit. But, oh, come on, mate, stop doing that. But I feel as though I want to take you to a caravan.
Right.
It's like a little break, a caravan. Now, I don't know if you went when we were younger and Dad used to go. I don't know. But I feel as though there's something about a caravan. So it might be something that's coming up, a break or something that could be coming up. But I want to take you to a caravan.
Okay. When we go on.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not that good. But yeah, he's giving me a caravan to give to you. You know them statics, like you get in like a... I don't know, for example, I don't know, Flamingo Land or something. You get them static things, and I feel like I want to do that. Right, and do you know, when they were younger, who played on a tarzy?
No idea.
You know what a tarzy is, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a rope over water. Because I'm from Yorkshire originally, and I don't know if you lot up here have different sayings and ways say it, right?
Tarzy, yeah.
So I feel as though I want to put somebody on a tarzy, but I feel as though I want to put somebody on a tarzy and watch them come off. And I'm laughing my head off at this person in the water, and then this person gets out dripping wet and filthy, and then they get shouted at when they get home because they weren't supposed to be near that tarzy, because they weren't supposed to be near water.
No, it wasn't any of us. It might have been when he was younger.
Could have been when he was younger, but I need to give you it. He's giving it to me, I need to give it to you. Right. It's taking me to... It's the teeth! False teeth! It's taking me to the Transporter Bridge.
Right.
Now, I don't know if that was any relevant for him or anybody. I don't know, but I feel as though I'm being taken to the Transporter Bridge. So, I need to give you that as well. Right, we're going to do his cards because... Well, your cards from him. I feel like when he gets excited as well, if he got excited, he'd do a little bit of a little jig.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of a little jiggy as he walked and stuff. It was as though when he was actually right, because he wasn't right that often, he was a man, we know that. But I feel as though when he actually did something and it was right, and his opinion was right, or his thing was right, he'd go, something like, yeah. And he would let you know for years after that when you had this conversation in March 1978, right, that he was right on that conversation. Now, he forgets about the ones that his opinion wasn't right from 78 up until 2010. But the 78 one he will remember. The rest of them, it's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's his character, innit? It's just his character. He won't tell me how he passed over. And he won't talk about that. And I'm not going to push him. And the reason he won't is because, as he says, you don't need to go through all that again. Okay? It was hard enough for you at the time. He doesn't need to bring it back up for you. But I do know either you or somebody has spoke about having a tattoo.
Okay.
I don't know if it's you. Are you
No, I don't do tattoos.
Are you brave enough? But I do feel like somebody around you has spoke about tattoos, and I don't know if it's a memorial for him or what, but I feel as though he's acknowledging that there's been speak of a tattoo because it's drawing me to mine.
Nice.
So I have to give you it. All right?
Yeah.
Right, you ready? You know how I do this. I will send you these cards after, and when I've uploaded this to YouTube, because my internet's like a bloke. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it could take an hour, it could take a century, but we'll give it a go. Your first card, Angel of Remembrance. This This is how he wants you to remember him. Like he's come through today. Laugh, joke, listen out for the little signs from him. You'll feel him, you'll sense him. Stop going over what happened to him. Stop going over the last time you saw him. Because you and I both know that was a shell. Right?
Yeah.
What he's given me today is his soul. He wants you to remember his soul, not his shell. And that's why he's giving you that card. Because it is hard when we lose somebody close. So bloody hell, of course it's hard. And I do feel he hasn't been over that long. But what I do know is he would want you to continue doing what you're doing. But have more belief in yourself. But he would also want you to remember him for the practical joker he was. For the person he was. Remember what he did. Remember the things he said. And this is what he's wanting. Rather than people sat there being upset about him. Because you can't change what's happened. All you can do is move forward. Okay?
Yeah.
That's not me. That's him. So, Angel of Learning. There's two reasons I feel he's giving you this card. One reason, because he's now giving me a writing implement and a pad. I feel as though you've spoke about doing something, an online course or something. There's something for you to learn. I don't know what it is, but I feel as though there's something coming up. This could be the change. I don't know. There's something to do. But I also feel as though life is a learning curve. And you've had to go through quite a few little curves in your life. Some bigger than others. But he's proud because there's 90. He won't give you that 100%. He'll give you the 99. Because there's 99% of the learning curves you've been through, you've learnt from. But he's telling me there's 1% that you still haven't learnt from. And you have to find out what it is and learn from it.
Can you tell me it'd be easier?
It's an absolute... It won't. I'm telling you, right? It's like, no. And I'm like, it's going, no, she knows. So I have to give you it. So, Angel of Past Issues. Again, he's proud of you because there's things that have come up in your past that have obviously, we've all got pasts. We've all got stuff in our past that is absolutely horrendous. Some people might think it's not. Some people, it's everybody how they deal with it. But with you, I feel as though there's something. All right, mate, come on. There's something from your past that you have actually accepted, have drawn a line on and moved forward from. Does that make sense?
I think so.
And he's proud of you because it's like he's saying she was the sort of person that had hang on to something for ages and years and years and years. And it doesn't matter if this person from your past had done absolutely tremendous damage to you physically or mentally. If that person knocked on your door 10 years down the line, you'd still answer that door to that person and allow that person to come back in your life and do it again. And he's like, nah, she ain't now. She's dealt with this and she's moved on from it. But again, he's taking me back to the learning curve. There's 99% you've done. There's that little 1% that you still need to learn from. Okay? I don't know what it is. He won't tell me. And if he doesn't tell me, I can't tell you, obviously. So I need to give you it. So I'm going to stop the recording. Okay?